Are you waiting for the second coming of Christ, if you're a Christian? Are you waiting for the Messiah, if you're Jewish? Are you waiting for the Mahdi, if you're Islamic? Are you waiting for the next fully awakened one, if you're Buddhist? Or are you waiting for the reincarnation of Krishna, if you're Hindu? Maybe you're waiting for the all-in-one, the Maitreya. All-in-one so that the world doesn't go to war trying to claim who he or she is here to save. Irrespective, are you waiting for a savior to save you? Why? And from what? To save you from your troubles? Or to save the environment? Or to save the planet? Why are you waiting? Let me tell you a story. The first is about South Africa, and the second is about Germany. I'm a South African. This has been aired for the first time on Christmas Day, 2016. I was born in South Africa. But in 1978, we emigrated to Canada because my mother was white and my father wasn't. It was a difficult time in South Africa during apartheid. But after apartheid was dismantled, many white South Africans said that they really didn't know what was going on in the country. That was their reasoning. Now the second part of the story happened in Germany after the Second World War, after the fall of the Third Reich, the defeat of fascism. The Germans said, we really didn't know what was going on in the country. Concentration camps, this, that, the other. So today, my question to you is, are you waiting for a savior to save the planet, to save you? Are you praying that that supreme being arrives and takes responsibility for all 7 billion of us? Or are you going to give the explanation to future generations that you really didn't know what was going on? Honestly, with the internet freely available to all of us today, there is no excuse not to know what is going on in the planet. We know that there is war raging all over the planet. Hundreds of thousands of people are being displaced or being killed. The ever-widening gap between the haves and the have-nots. This inequality, we all know about it. Is that the reasoning that you are going to give when future generations ask you, why didn't you do something? And we can do something about that, together. Are you one of those people that are waiting for a savior, for a supreme being to arrive? I'm sorry to disappoint you. Even if that supreme being arrived today, would anybody believe him or her? What would we end up doing? Fighting amongst each other of who this person, he or she, represents, causing even further wars maybe? Or those that are currently in power, having to give up power, how would they deal with it? Let's come back to what you can do about it. Because clearly you have no excuses. Or are you going to be the proverbial ostrich that sticks his head in the sand? You are not in a position to be an ostrich, to stick your head in the sand. Now we need to turn the proverbial tanker. It's our tanker. We need to turn this tanker. We need to take it away from the captains of industry, the captains of the world institutions, and we need to turn this tanker. What am I doing about it? How am I assisting in turning this tanker? Today, on Christmas 2016, my birthday, I'm committing my life to the peaceful resolution of these challenges. And I'm asking you to please join me in this. Peaceful, because it can only be done peacefully. We cannot create further conflict on the planet. It's about silence. It's about listening in silence to what the universe is saying, to what God is saying, to what Allah is saying. Commit your life to peace, to a peaceful resolution of the challenges in the world today. We can do this together. We can overcome the environmental issues of the day. We can help countries that are under the yoke of tyranny and dictatorship. Together, we can achieve anything. So what can you do? What you can do is to share this message. Let's send it around the world. This is a call for a peaceful movement, a worldwide peaceful movement. Share this message as much as you can. Pass it along. Make sure that in 2017 we come together and take on the challenges together, and together we can be successful, so that there are no excuses for future generations. Please join us in resolving the challenges on the planet today and assist us so that we can take this message into the world. Listen to what your heart is saying. Be silent. Listen to what your heart is saying. Listen to what your consciousness is telling you. Listen to what your conscience is trying to tell you. It's time for us to take back our authority and our power. Take it back from those that are leading the world institutions, leading the businesses of the world. We know where we've ended up. Take your head out of the sand and start taking responsibility today. Commit yourself to the peaceful resolution of the world's challenges today. Please join us today. Take this message into the world. What else can you do? Visit peacedisciples.org from time to time, and we will be airing new videos and sharing with you what you can do in your communities, in your towns, in your cities, in your countries, and in the world. We are going to come together under the banner of peace. Why and how? Because we're going to come together. That's how. And why? Because finally we are going to wake up to the realization that it's not up to a savior. It's not up to the world institutions like the United Nations, but to ourselves. It's not up to the business people, but up to ourselves. It's not up to the governments, but up to ourselves. So I know that you must have all kinds of questions based on your concerns. So send them in, and we'll either try and respond to them, or we'll respond to them via the video. But the main thing is that you get involved today. You make a commitment today to peace, to a peaceful movement throughout the globe. Please leave your comments in the comment box. Share your concerns with others. Let's start talking to one another about this. Please join us in resolving the world's challenges in a peaceful way. Thank you.